So one thing you were right about is that the Ravens just seem to
I told you.
just when you think that they're like they could not get any more dominant, they go and play. Now I know it's Geno and the Seahawks, so I mean,
It's a good team.
It's a good team.
They were 5-2.
Yeah. And they come
Now
in
they're 5-3.
by a huge margin. Like I mean, 37-3 was the final score.
This is what's bad about the Ravens team that no one's going to understand until they actually notice it. They're starting to have fun.
Yes,
And Lamar Jackson is starting to have fun.
it's not good.
And he is starting to throw the ball. And he's running the ball well. And their rushing game is good.
It's coming together.
And their tight ends Mark Andrews is starting to come back.
Yeah.
And their defense is scary.
Here's what gets me. So you put up 37 points and you don't throw for a single touchdown. You go 21 of 26 for other than Tyler Huntley who threw a touchdown.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Billy B? You can score 37 points without throwing a touchdown. You don't need to throw the ball 50 times a game.
He's going off this morning. And I think that the Ravens, I mean, again, so you only throw one. I apologize. I'm going to correct that. You only throw one passing touchdown. But Keaton Mitchell had a big day, 9 carries, 130 yards, and a touchdown. You had Gus Edwards on my fantasy team, 5 carries, 52 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Like you really only throw with your starting quarterback. You only throw one touchdown, or you don't even throw a touchdown.
Huntley threw the touchdown.
I'm all over the place this morning.
But Jackson only threw the ball 26 times.
Yep.
And I mean that put him in range where Huntley could go in. And that's the even scarier thing is Huntley is probably one of the best backups in the NFL.
He is. Why didn't the Vikings trade for him? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, you got your defense. Yeah, he's not. No. So Justin M out there is a running joke on the show. I can't say his last name, so Matabuki. Yeah. So he had 4 tackles and a sack again. I think that's almost like, is that the 3rd game in a row he's had a sack? He's been
on a tear. Patrick Queen held that down. Held that middle down. I love
Patrick Queen is your guy.
Every
week here.
Yep, I like Patrick Queen.
Kyle Van Noy also had a couple sacks. Odafe Away also added a sack. Geno Stone.
Who's this Raekwon Smith guy?
Raekwon, I don't know. Never heard of him. No, I'm kidding. I swear to God, I'm kidding. Because, I mean, just this Ravens team, just when you think they can't get any more dominant, they come out against a good team and just completely annihilate the Seahawks. And
the thing is they're young.
Yeah, and they're young.
They're not. I mean, they have a couple older players here and there sprinkled.
Yeah.
But
they're going to be good.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is not fair. And I mean, their defense always plays well. Now they're having fun. It's just, oh boy, have fun for the rest of the season, NFL. And speaking of having fun, I am never right on this show. And I'm okay with that. I've accepted it. With my wife, I'm never right. And with you, I'm never right. But CJ Stroud, I was calling it last week. I was saying he was going to be my guy.
You were right.
The one time in this show. Thank you. The one time I will take that. And that means more to me than you'll ever know. So even though, I mean, we got to be real about this one. Baker and the rest of this team played pretty well. But at the end of the day, CJ Stroud and them just had a day.
5 touchdowns. That's not bad.
5 touchdowns. Insane day. 30 of 42 for 470 and 5. Here's what really makes me mad. So you had 3 receivers. And what I say makes me mad is I didn't start Tank Dell in fantasy. I thought I was very upset. So he had 6 catches, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I want to throw my phone out the window right now because I thought, Jalen Waddle will do better against and it just.
Oh yeah, thanks Waddle.
Yeah, completely MIA, and we got to put him on a milk carton right now because he's MIA. And I mean Noah Brown, 6 catches, 153 yards, and a touchdown. Dalton Schultz, 10 catches, 130 yards and a touchdown. Tank Dell we covered.
I did have
Collins. White. You had White? Okay, that wasn't bad. Like White.
No, he had 22 in my league.
Yeah, 20. White hit a couple of touchdowns. I mean, he's an absolute dude, over 100 all-purpose yards. But I mean, we got to talk about the Texans now. I know that. Here's the thing, though. It would be different if they went out and did this against a defense like, say, the Cardinals. But the Bucs actually have a respectable defense, and
CJ Stroud looked good.
CJ Stroud looked really good. Do the Texans have their guy in CJ Stroud?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think they've got themselves at least a case.
Do, yeah. Because I mean, he's better than anything that's been. He's not Mills.
He's not Mills. And also, you've got Will Anderson Jr., who had a sack. You got Khalil Davis. And now you've got the Texans, who don't look now, but are 500 You go from having
Stop.
You
Just
the-
stop.
I'm
right
just
there.
saying.
You're
I,
not.
I,
No.
no, I'm telling you. I
No.
was.
That's not happening.
Here's the thing is you can make fun of me when I'm wrong, but when I have a 500-yard passing day,
You can't be
and-
right one time and then all of a sudden say the Texans are no.
I'm just saying they're 500.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that.
They're
That's-
500.
that's
I'm not saying
facts.
they're going to make the playoffs. I'm just saying, hey, if
You were
if,
going to. You
I was
were
gonna
about
say
ready
that,
to.
that's probably. But I think so. But I mean, you got to tell me if you can't think for go from having the number 2 and number 3 overall pick that you thought they would go to 500 at least midway through the season. I thought they'd win a couple games.
I thought I didn't know because CJ Stroud was just kind of a mystery to me.
Yeah.
Like I knew he was either going to be what we're seeing now
Yep.
or not good.
Yeah.
Because of the college he played at.
Yep.
I'm just going to say it. The college he played at isn't known to produce great quarterbacks.
I mean, it's just, yeah, it is. It's been a carousel. Let's put it that way. That's the polite way to put it. And I mean, CJ Stroud went out there and absolutely balled out. I think they got that guy.
See? I'm looking at these stat lines. How do you have 0 carries for 10 yards?
I don't. That doesn't really make me.
No.
Yeah, the NFL they got to correct that a little bit. Yeah, I don't understand that one either. But maybe it was a lateral. I didn't actually see this one. So yeah, But overall, I mean, you look at 39-37, and I feel like the Texans, they're taking care of business, and also Tank Dell. I mean, he had 51 yards of returning too. Man, this fantasy thing is killing me. But overall, I was really happy to see him.